Hello everybody and welcome to my channel Midlux Muse. My name is Taylor and this channel is all about all things mid-level luxury, handbags, and indie brands, and ultimately conscious consumerism as a whole when choosing brands to buy. If this type of content interests you, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it. Let me start out with telling a little bit about myself and why I'm making this channel. So I am a stay-at-home mom of 3. I have 2 older kids who I homeschool, and then I have one younger one who's a baby. And so my needs have really changed a lot over the last few years. I have gone back and forth a couple times between being a stay-at-home mom for various years, going back into the workforce, and then unexpectedly getting pregnant with our third. And once I had him, I left the workforce again and I'm back to being a stay-at-home mom. So my life has rapidly changed and got a little bit of whiplash there from all the changes happening all the time within the last few years. And so therefore my needs have changed a lot in that time too. So I have always been somebody who's really loved handbags. It's been something that I've just been really passionate about. I watch a lot of Tanner Leatherstein's work. I really enjoy learning about the different brands, the different luxury tier levels, the bags that are truly luxury, the ones that may surprise you, that are worth a lot of money, that are actually not so much luxury anymore. A lot of things have been coming to light in recent years with the luxury industry as a whole. And that has been something I've been very interested in. I've never been somebody who bought high luxury goods. I'm not somebody who could ever afford them. The Louis Vuittons, the Hermes, the Dior, all that stuff. I couldn't get into any of that just based on my lifestyle and how much money we make as a whole and how much money we've made as a whole. As a family, it's just not something that's ever been feasible for us. But I've always been interested in handbags. And so really trying to find my niche in this market of handbags as far as being a consumer has been interesting, to say the least. I'm somebody who started out carrying Michael Kors and Coach outlet bags. And then slowly but surely, I started getting into a little bit higher tier of bags over time. And I've really gone on this journey of ups and downs with ebbs and flows with bags for the last maybe 7 years now. And it's really taken me a long time to find what I was looking for. I got into this horrible habit where I was looking for one perfect bag because due to my lifestyle of being a stay-at-home mom, funds have always been, tight. The budget's always been a little bit tight. So I've had to really put a lot of thought into what I'm looking for. And just when I think I find something that I might like, I either change my mind due to a trend, whether I'm following a trend and following a group of other people liking something, or whether it's me thinking I'll like something and then my needs change. I've just been on this crazy journey of up and down with handbags. It hasn't been until recently that I've really taken the time to take a step back, take a break from the bags and the shopping of it all, and really ask myself, what is it that I'm looking for? And through this, I have realized that I really need bags that fit my lifestyle. So it's not so much feasible to find one bag to meet every single need across the board, is what I've learned. And sometimes you need a bag for different purposes. Sometimes if you're a working mom, you need a big tote. If you're a stay-at-home mom who has multiple children, maybe you need some type of a diaper bag. If you're running solo and you need to run to the store or run to a doctor's appointment on your own, you need a handbag. The needs change depending on the day and depending on what's going on in your life at that time. And it took me a while to understand that. And now that I get that, and I'm not looking for one perfect bag to somehow miraculously meet every need, I'm able to compartmentalize For example, I'm not somebody who typically likes bags that don't have a flat bottom. I like something that if I sit it down in my seat of my car, it will stay upright and not just fall over. I'm not someone who really likes the sling bags. I have tried many different sling bags and I just haven't been able to find one that I really, really love and that works for me. So there's been a lot of ebbs and flows. There's been a lot of give and take, selling, buying, selling, buying, back and forth, back and forth. But I think I finally got it down to what I enjoy. And through this whole journey, I've not only learned what I personally like and what I personally need for different days in my life or different phases in my life, but I've also realized what I've been doing, and I've been over-consuming, the overconsumption that we can so easily get sucked into. There are so many trends, there are so many different companies out there that are pushing different styles. And what I've really had to think about is, what do I need? What do I like? And that's really what I've been thinking about lately a lot. And I've really come to the place now where I am not interested in the overconsumption of it all. I'm not interested in the trends that are going on. I'm not interested in some of the super corporate brands of it all. Not to say that there's anything wrong. I'm going to bring up, for example, Coach is extremely popular right now. A lot of people are loving Coach, and I do too. To be honest, I think I've had multiple Coach bags that I've since sold, and I think Coach puts out a beautiful product. But for me, and thinking about what is going to suit my needs for the longest amount of time, and what do I look at and just genuinely like? What am I looking at and not being influenced to buy? And I think for me, Coach is a more mainstream brand. It's a great brand, but it's a more mainstream brand. And I think that to find a bag I like within that company would mean being influenced by other people. And so what I'm trying to do here on my channel is ultimately to give honest reviews for bags I am truly interested in. Truly interested in. I am somebody who enjoys the indie brands. I'm somebody who enjoys the mid-level luxury brands. The ones that are around the $500 range, give or take. I'm willing to spend less. I'm willing to spend slightly more. I am not somebody who's willing to spend upwards of $1,000 on a bag, but I also am a little leery sometimes when bags are too low of price that they might not be good quality, and that's something to be determined. But all of this to say, I have taken some time and I have curated for myself a selection of bags that I absolutely love. And so in this channel, I will be sharing the bags that I currently own. I have a very small collection. I have more bags that I will hopefully at some point be able to add to my collection. I don't know when, but I am hand selecting and hand curating a collection for myself. And I am here to talk about all things handbags, to give my honest, raw feedback of bags that I think are lovely, bags that will stand the test of time, bags that are unique, not trendy necessarily designs, ones that are good quality, good craftsmanship, and ultimately just bags that are going to fit my everyday needs. And I'm here to share those with you, not necessarily to influence anybody to go out there and buy these things, but just because when I am doing my research now, I am really taking time, sometimes up to a month or so, to do the research, to do the time to learn about the companies, to watch YouTube videos that other content creators have made talking about these brands and these styles, if they're available. And yeah, so that's what I'm here to do. I am interested in indie brands. Some of them are not so well known, and so I'll be showing some brands on this channel that maybe you've never heard of before, and I'm excited to do so. I think that as conscious consumers, we should do our research when we are making choices and making purchases, and ultimately that will help us to not be wasteful consumers ultimately and not need to then turn around and resell quickly. So my goal here is to hand curate for my own collection bags that I intend to use for a lifetime, if not for many years, and that will stand the test of time. And so I am really trying to be a conscious consumer here, and I hope that my reviews here are not to, again, influence anybody to make these purchases, but just to make well-informed decisions if you do decide to pursue any of the brands I mention on this channel. So I am so excited. So I hope you'll join me on this channel. If you like this type of content, this mid-level luxury indie brands, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.